Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Melissa St. Clair, and today's topic, I'd like to be able to talk about how powerful the mind really is. It is amazing what we are truly capable when we allow ourselves to do the things that we do without the fear, without the worry and doubt, and anger and pain, you know? It is truly amazing what things I have recently learned that I've already been doing. I've been doing it for quite some time. Now I get to do it on another level because I've done so much healing. I'm able to open up and really grasp the concept of how powerful our minds really are. And of course, not just in thought, but the true feeling and emotion from the heart, from the whole entire everything. It's a beautiful thing. And I've been listening to Brian Scott a lot lately. And he talks about Neville Goddard, who has done some tremendous things. He talks about a lot of tremendous things as far as what the Bible represents. And I'm not here to do anything about religion or anything like that, but to truly understand the representation of what's in the Bible, to get to hear it from another level other than what you hear in church. But here's what's really happening. Here's what it comes down to. It is truly about envisioning yourself being where you want to be, doing what you want to do. And I realized in my life, even though I've gone through the problems that I've gone through, even though I've gone through the situations that I've dealt with, my life has been amazing. I used to think of my life as a roller coaster, which, you have no control over that, except for the choice to get into the car that takes you on the roller coaster. Everything else feels like it's no choice, right? Well, I have changed my whole thought process from being a roller coaster, because I'm done with the drama, to being an adventure, a journey. Because with that, now I have a lot more choices to make. I can actually choose to go over this way, or go that way, or go this way. With a roller coaster, then you're not holding anything, and you're just basically going wherever the roller coaster takes you, right? I've decided I'm done living that way. I have control over certain things that I think about and decide if I want to go this way or that way. But I do listen to my intuition, to where it does take me places that I didn't expect to go. That's okay. That's the awesome part, And it's okay. So I give you some examples where I went with my life when it came to these things and thinking and really manifesting stuff in your life and embodying who you want to be. That's what Neville Goddard talks about in his lectures. And to think, this is in the 50s and 60s, right? This has been going on for a long time. This has been talked about for a long time. So it's nothing new. The idea, though, it's kind of a new concept because it's really not been talked about as often as it really needs to be. But here's where it's really at. So, I was in my 20s. Actually, I was in my 30s. I had my son. He was about 2 or 3 years old. And I wanted to be able to keep up with him. I wanted to be able to do the things I wanted to do with him. keep the energy going because I know how much a little boy can be. you know? And so I was working at O'Shea's as a table games dealer. Having the best time ever because the way I looked at it was I was having fun, playing games, and getting paid for it. How much better could you get than that, right? And you get to talk with people, you get to network, you get to do all kinds of stuff. It was awesome. But one morning, when I was working on graveyard shift, a graveyard shift is not your normal graveyard shift from 12-8. This graveyard shift was from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. or 10:30. It was in December. I just happened to look outside because I was towards the front. And I see these people running. Ton of people running. I'm like, what is going on there? Where are all these people coming from? And why are they running? I didn't know anything about half marathons or of 5Ks or anything like that. I had no idea how that worked until I saw that. So somebody explained that to me. They said they're doing half marathons. They're doing full marathons. They're doing all kinds of stuff there. I'm like, wow, that's cool. I want to do that too. I got all excited. I got pumped up with it. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. That was in 2007. December of 2007. I said, that's it. I'm going to train to do half marathons. And I'm going to be in the next one. So, what was really cool about my job there was the fact that I happened to have a gym for the employees where you can go in for free and you get a trainer and you get a nutritionist and you get all these things. It's like, perfect. I get to learn, I get to grow, I get to do this. This is awesome. And right around that time frame, I happened to get a Wii, which is like, this is really awesome because I can also train inside the house and I can train outside the house. So my parents ended up getting me, on top of the Wii that I had already gotten, they had went ahead and they got me the Wii Fit. And I was living with my parents and my son. We had a blast with it because of the fact that we got to play the bowling games and things like that. But they got the Wii Fit, which is a board that you stand on and you can get weighed and you can do all these different exercises on this board and it'll keep track. So we had that, we had a treadmill, we had a stationary bike. So on top of what I had over here, I'm training over there, I also had this bike and I also had the treadmill. And I was doing it. I was making it happen. I was going to work, doing my job that I was doing. I was doing my training. I got to go spend time with my son. I got to actually go and take him to the different parks. That's what I loved doing with him. It was a lot of fun. We had a blast. I could be able to run around and chase him around and do all these different things. We pretend. We did a lot of things that were a lot of fun. So it was a matter of my parents did. They helped me out with the situation. And it was just really something because when I did that training, I saw myself running those half marathons. From 2008, December of 2008 till December of 2009, I did 4 half marathons at 3:5. I had all this love and support from my parents and even from my son. It was so cool. We were in the backyard one time, and it wasn't a very big backyard, but it was all good. I had him training me to do the running around, like I run around in a circle. Every time I get to where he's at, he'd say, stop. And then I'd get ready to go, and he goes, okay, ready, set, go. And then I run, and then he goes, stop. Okay. So he was helping me out with this training, too. It was awesome. It was so much fun. To the point where we actually, all of us, ended up eating healthier, too. It was a blast. It was such a blast. And because I saw myself doing these things, one of the times I got to go do a half marathon in Disneyland. What? That was so awesome. Got a big, huge medal of the castle, which was really cool because one of the things I did for myself, especially on the stationary bike, I put it up on the wall. I put a picture up on the wall of Sleeping Beauty's castle. And I'm doing my running and I'm seeing myself going through that castle, going around that castle, and just doing my thing. And not only did I get to go around the castle, but look what I ended up getting. I ended up getting the castle on the medallion. I was like, yeah! That was so cool. So awesome. Because of my perseverance. Because of my imagination. I got to be able to do the things I wanted to do. Because I said I'm going to do it. And that's only just one thing. There were so many other things that I said I'm going to do. Like I said, I'm going to work on the strip. I'm going to work on the strip as a blackjack dealer. Not only did I get to work there as a blackjack dealer at O'Shea's, which is now the Link, if you guys didn't know, but I also got to work on learning the other games too. I dealt roulette. I dealt with a lot of the carnival games, which is like 3-card poker and Texas Hold'em, things like that. I tell you, there's a lot to roulette, and I did it. I made it happen because I said I wanted to do this, and I did. It was very exciting to make it happen like that. So, the things that Neville Goddard talks about really do work. The things he talks about, imagining yourself being in the place that you want to be, being the person that you want to be, embodying the person that you want to be, and going for it. Not to be afraid, not to be scared. What I got a question for all of you, especially the people who are in pain, who are suffering, who are hurting. What are the benefits? What are the benefits right now of those pains, those sufferings that you're dealing with? Because everybody has a choice. To understand that. Truly, truly understand that. Every single one of us have a choice. We can choose to be in this suffering. We can choose to be in pain. Or we can choose to do something different and be something different. The idea, though, is a matter of understanding what is it about the pain that you're truly holding on to. What are the benefits that you're holding on to that pain? Is it because you're getting a check every month and that you just don't want to work? Or is it because you haven't found your passion yet? Have you thought about a passion? Have you thought about a direction of where you want to go? What you want to do? Do you want to sit in a wheelchair and not do anything? Maybe sit in front of a TV and watch television all day long? Is that your passion? What are the true benefits of it? And then also understanding, what are your setbacks? What are the setbacks in being in pain? What are the setbacks of being in a place that you're unhappy? What are the true setbacks for that? I understood this on a different level because I've been there. I've been I dealt with the pain. I dealt with all kinds of things. Actually, I wasn't dealing with it. That's where I come to realize I wasn't dealing with my pain. I wasn't facing it. I wasn't facing the frustrations and where I was unhappy. I didn't really think I had a choice. But I realized, looking back on everything I did, I had a choice. And I chose the things I chose. I understand where it all stemmed from, but I still realize I had a choice, and I made those choices. Another example I want to give actually has to do with my father. At one point, I really was angry with him. I was so upset with him because of the way he treated me at times. He treated me with anger, frustration, pain, because he was in pain. I saw another side of him that was magnificent. And because I healed my pain, I was actually able to look back on all of it and go, wow, he did amazing things too. He did wonderful things. He worked for 2 aerospace companies. Not at the same time. That takes a lot. That takes a lot to work in a place like that. He worked at ITT Tech as a teacher. I don't remember him ever getting any kind of teaching degree. I don't remember him ever going to school and getting any kind of teaching degree at all whatsoever. But he did drawings. He did drafting. That was his passion. That was his thing. And throughout the times that I've noticed, it's like, I realized for myself, a person who doesn't hold down a job very well because they're unhappy with what they're doing. Well, I realized why. Because his passion was to be an entrepreneur, to go into business for himself, have a partner, to be able to have a partner that he could trust, that he could actually work with, that he could get excited about. Unfortunately, he ended up getting partners that weren't so trustworthy. But I understand where that stems from too. So I understand where things are at with that. There's also, he ended up getting a job at the the community center. Community college. He ended up getting a job at the community college as an AutoCAD instructor. He's done all kinds of things like that. And yet, there's no teaching degree. There's no teaching degree at all whatsoever. None that I ever saw. He managed to get the things that he got. One of the things I'm very grateful for, and when it comes to him actually, is the fact that we had computers. So I was very grateful that I got to learn computers at the age that I did. I don't have any computer degree. I don't have any business degree. But you know what? I don't need it. There's a lot of things I have learned. I learned some business from him. I learned different things from him. I learned about woodworking. I learned about sewing, and I learned about crochet from him. I also got to learn how to change the oil, how to put oil in the car, some basics. It was very cool. He also helped me learn how to drive too. So he also taught me algebra. It was really something. When he teaches, he is very patient. when it comes to anything else, not always, but you know what? He's still my father. I still love him. And in the last video, I did talk about his anger and frustration. But I also realized that there's a lot of creativity. There was a lot of creativity that went on between the three of us. And there was even creativity when my son came into the picture as well. Because of the creativity that was in the house, it allowed me to be more resourceful and come up with ideas the way I do. I'm very grateful for that. And so, what really helped me with all of this, what truly helped me with all of this, was doing the Compassion Key class. Not only did I do the Compassion Key class, but I also got certified for it. So I got the healing in the process of getting certified. Even with my experiences, I am way certified because of what I understand things to be. I understand where things come from, where they all stem from. It is so amazing. It becomes so much more abundant that way. I have a lot more freedom. I have a lot more choices I can go through. I have a lot more opportunities this way. So I would like to go ahead and have you watch this. I would like for you to go ahead and watch this testimonial from Paula, who understood some things a lot better when she had a session or two with me. Actually, she had 3. To be able to watch that and know that I'm here to help. I'm committed to help everyone. So, after you watch that testimonial, you know, I'm actually working towards the idea of having more. Hi there. What is your name and what was the breakthrough for Compassion Key healing that you got to do?
My name is Paula, and what happened for me was starting from intrauteral all the way to 5 years old, I was holding on to feelings and not understanding things, and it turned out that it was not mine. And I've been working on me for a long time, but working with Melissa, I was able to have some major instantaneous breakthroughs that helped me realize I am my own person. I was taking on my mom's, my dad's, and other people's stuff that they had fed me and I believed in. And I realized with the sessions, it had nothing to do with me. It had to do with them, and I was able to release it and feel wonderful, feel free, feel like I can continue to grow and be who I am.
And how many sessions did you have?
3.
3.
Very intense, very in depth, and very awesome. And I highly, highly, highly recommend that you work on you, to grow, to learn, to change. And Melissa is awesome. She's very well trained at what she does. And as I say, I highly recommend her.
Thank you so much, Paula.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Appreciate it. Testimonials. I would love to be able to have people know that I'm here to help. I'm committed to help all of you with whatever's going on with you. Because I would love to see you flourish and grow. And really what it takes, what it truly takes is your willingness and your investment. Investing in yourself. Investing in what you want for you. So, if you would like to work on yourself, to see yourself as something more than what you've been doing, if you're done with the pain and the suffering and the frustrations and all this stuff, and you want to be happy, you want to see yourself be happy, please contact me. I'm going to put a link down below where you can click on it and you can set up an appointment for Calendly, a 45-minute complimentary discovery call to see where you're at with your life and how far you really want to go with this. Because this is the way it is for you to be who you want to be and do what you want to do. I am so excited and so happy to be here, to be a part of your journey, to watch you flourish and grow. See all the wonderful things that you get to do. Because you all deserve it. You all deserve the love and happiness and joy and peace. And I truly believe within my heart that the more that we do these things, the more that we open up to this, and the more we open up to opportunity, the more that we're going to all flourish and grow. And the world will be a much better place. Thank you all so much for coming here and watching my channel and watching this video. And if you would please, you don't have to, but I invite you to click on the like button and the subscribe button. And also, I invite you to leave a comment down below and share this with other people, because there are so many people out there who really do need to know what it's all about. I love you all, and I thank you so much for all your love and support. May you all have the best day ever. Universal love and namaste.